Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to show you how actually my gameplay looks like from my point of view, so you can see what am I doing with my mouse in order to control the recoil, especially on TYPE95, because it is a very popular weapon and it's actually very easy to use it. In some situation I also prefer TYPE95 over AK-12 or any spray weapon that is out there, because this weapon is extremely powerful and it's also one tap machine. It's very beneficial for you to know how to play TYPE95 because it's one of the best weapons in the game. What I wanted to show you is basically the movements of my hand, and I am a wrist player. I don't move my arm a lot. I'm actually just moving my wrist. So for me it's different than what it will be for you, and this also depends on the settings you are playing with, your sensitivity, your DPI. It depends on actually a lot of factors. So I'm gonna put on the screen my settings I'm using. Maybe you are using similar settings, maybe it will help you, maybe it won't, but the best for you is to find your settings. Just go in the game, explore what's best for you, with what settings you feel most comfortable. So we all know the TYPE95 has a weird recoil, and I'm recording this in real time, so you can see when I move my mouse, my weapon is moving along. Yeah, TYPE95 has a pretty big recoil if you are left clicking and shooting enemy. If you're right clicking, then it's a little bit less of recoil there, or if you're crouching and crouching right clicking, also less recoil. So what I'm doing if I find myself in a situation where I have to spray people, usually I am the player who will right click. So what I'm doing, I'm holding the left click on my mouse and I just keep pulling down the mouse a little bit, so the recoil just stays in one place. I mean, the bullet just stays in one place. That way I can kill an enemy faster. So it looks like this. Or if I am about to shot without right click, the same story. You can see at one point bullets were going left and right. Nothing you can do about it actually, unless you learn the pattern and try to control it. It's weird and it's hard. You don't have to do that. Best way to actually hit people with TYPE95 is of course one tap, because it is one tap weapon. Or you can burst fire. Burst fire helps me to get a lot of headshots. So it looks like this. So basically what I do, I just tap one time for like half of the second. It will shot 2 bullets. Yeah, that's what I'm doing most of the time. So it looks like this. Right? Either first or second bullet will always go in enemy head, because what is happening, burst fire, it goes like this. So you want to aim, let's say, for the neck, or you want to aim for the chin. It works. If you find yourself in a situation where you have to spray people, then the best solution is just to go with right click, because then you will have the less recoil and you can just keep holding your left mouse and pull it down a little bit, so it's like this, right? Or what I am doing a lot, I don't know, people maybe already saw that on my stream. Sometimes I was streaming with my Handcam. I'm usually tapping when I'm playing with TYPE or AK-12, so when I'm spraying, I'm usually not holding the left click, I am literally tapping it. And it helps me because I don't have that much of recoil then. I'm telling you, it all depends on the situation where you are in. Everyone can go in a bot TDM and shot bots in the head, do these one taps, but when it comes to the game, only few people can actually just go and fully comfortable, confident, and get one taps every time they are facing the enemy. I'm trying to get better in this game, and I'm trying to be better with my aim in general. So I like to practice guns that I am playing with. I do not change my sensitivity, I do not change my DPI, because if I will start to change my settings, I will have to start everything over, because it's all in a muscle memory. Also for the left-handed and right-handed, it all depends on how do you feel about a game. Left-handed, sometimes it's more beneficial because of the peak. Like if you're picking here, right? Like if you're picking here, the enemy will see your body before you see the enemy. But on this peak, you will see enemy maybe even before, so you have a advantage of killing that enemy. So you got information from your teammate that the enemy is here in this corner. If you peek and the enemy is holding you like this, you are dead. What you can do, you just try to pre-fire, and it could look like this, right? Because you won't stand. You won't stand in one place. You will probably move, and for enemy that will be hard to hit you. Or if you exactly know where enemy, you can just go and one tap him, and that's it. One thing that I learned that is really helpful for me is that if you crouch and shot and then keep standing and moving, this will help you a lot. First of all, if you crouch and start shooting, you already have less recoil, and then when you stand up, you already have track on your enemy, you know where he is. You just start to control your recoil, and I'm telling you, this tactic is really gonna help you to get away with a kill. The enemy will not expect from you to crouch and then stand and like strive left, right, or go forward, backward. I don't even know how you play. I'm just saying. So it will kind of look like this. So what I'm doing, I was constantly like crouching, standing, back and forth. So I guess this is all matter of practice. If you crouch a lot, you can get away with a kill, but sometimes for enemies it's easier to kill you when you're crouching because you're a slow target. So some people in this game are not the best aimers in the world, so they will not go for the head, they will probably spray, especially if they're having a spray weapon, and then you will die because they are not aiming at your head, they're aiming at your belly. And this is where your headshot is if you're crouching. You have to be extremely careful if you're playing against those type of players, like crouch less. Sometimes crouching is more, sometimes crouching is less. It all depends on situation, guys. So yeah, this is how I usually play with the type and how I control the recoil. It's actually difficult to spray people with this weapon if you're not used to it. If you are used to it, then you're all good. But if you're used to just go for the headshots, one taps, kinda you try to be more accurate, so when it comes to left click and full spray, you might choke. You might die just because you didn't practice that part. So this is what is happening to me. I start to spray at the enemy, but I don't kill him. So yeah, I will try to work on that for myself. This spray tactic is maybe the best if you're using type without GL. With a type 95 without GL, you are, if I'm not wrong, like 11% faster when you're running, right? And also you have 10 more bullets. And this is gonna help you. You can just like keep spraying, shooting at the enemy. That's it for this tutorial / guide. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this. Do you want me to do maybe for other weapons, like from my point of view, or if you want me to do any other video, I'm glad to help. I'm glad to record these videos for you guys.
Demolition. Objective almost complete. Objective.
I hope you learned something today, and let me know in the comments down below if you like this kind of content, and if you want me to do more of these videos for another weapons. My main weapons at this point in the game are Type 95, AK-12, AK-74, because why not? And sometimes I do play with SR-47. I used to play with SR-47 a lot because I love this weapon. It's really beautiful, and the sound of the weapon is beautiful. So I might get back also to SR-47. So yeah, let me know what you think, and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!